Hello and welcome to the para activities for the week of September 28th. So here are the different things that you're going to be using when you're with your pairs this week. Okay, so you're going to be needing your cards and their dice. They're going to be needing their glass blobs, their bingo sheet, their hundreds chart and their blank hundreds chart. And they're going to be making some number cards. So they'll be needing a piece of printer paper, scissors, and crayons. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to have you do is to have your paras show you how to make these number cards. Now I actually have this lesson in my math sensory activities for this week, but I wanted to make sure my paras knew how to do this as well. So you're going to start by just taking a piece of printer paper and folding it in half. Okay, you're going to fold it in half again with some nice strong creases. You're going to fold it in half again, and then one last time, like this. The kids are going to make nice sharp creases, and then when they open it up, they're going to have something like this. So then the students are going to be tracing along the fold with one of their crayons. Okay, they're going to trace along the fold. Three down, three across. And then if you're doing, whether you're doing counting by ones, counting by twos, or counting by fives, you're going to be making your number card. So in this case, I'm just going to be counting by twos. So you may start by highlighting for them or making some nice big clear numbers for them to be practice writing. So let's say 2, 4, 6, 8, and you're going to keep going down, and then once they have those numbers, they're going to go back over them with crayon 3 or 4 times per color. So they're practicing over again. I'm using my orange crayon now. I'm going to go back. I'm going to use my blue crayons, and they're going to be practicing all their letters this way, going back over again with a different color crayon till you have a nice layered effect for all of your numbers. You can do 1 to 10, you can do 2 by 2s, you can do by 5s. After they've finished writing out their numbers and copying them over with the crayon a few times, then they're going to cut them out, okay? They're going to be cutting them out, all out. And then they're going to have this nice little stack of number cards. So those are going to be handy because they can be used as random number generators. So you have them in just a nice little Ziploc bag like this. So once they make them, the paras can challenge them to put them in order from least to greatest and see if they can do that with their cards. 2, 4, 6, and they can be using their hundreds chart as a guide to help them to know what number comes when. Okay, so that's one of the challenges that your para might have for you. They also might have you turn them face down, mix them up, and use them as random number generators. The number is 18, so I'm going to put that on my hundreds chart. There's 18, okay? And then it's the next kid's turn to pull a card. 20, and everyone's going to put 20 on their hundreds chart, okay? So you can use the numbers as a random number generator. You can put them in order, and you can do this for 1s, 2s, or 5s, okay? So those are the number cards. So you can use your dice and cards as random number generators for bingo, or you could use these. Actually, you can't use these, they go up too high. So for bingo, you can have your bingo card, your bingo sheet, and rolling the dice, counting them up, and then using the glass blobs to mark. And they could either go across 6 in a row, 6 down, diagonally, or you could play blackout. So this is another activity using the cards of the dice to play a game of bingo. Okay, they can also use the cards and dice to play greater than, less than. That's a game that they all need practice with. So you can play greater than, less than. Everybody rolls the dice. Who has the highest? Who has the lowest? Okay. So play greater than, less than. All right. Now with the hundreds chart and the glass blobs, you're going to start by, you've got your glass blobs, you've got your hundreds chart. You're going to start by copying. You're going to be challenged to use your dry erase marker, and you're going to try copying to 30. Practicing writing your numbers. Okay, so they can practice writing their numbers. They can also practice putting their glass blobs on by counting by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. You can start by 1s, and they're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can start by 1s, and then they can copy those 1s on there. You can go by 2s. You can go by 5s, and you can go by 10s. So here's what this would look like, counting by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20. And then you're going to write that on your blank hundreds chart. 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. Okay? So another little game you can play is you can make patterns with your team, with your classmates. So you could do this. Everybody has a bunch of different colors of Expo markers. Each person is going to be a particular color. Okay, so one person is going to roll the dice or pull a card. And let's say one of my students got a 3. So everyone's going to be like, okay, I'm going to make 3 here on my blank hundreds chart. Okay, just like that. And then whoever the next person is going to roll the dice. And they got 1. So this is a different person now. Rolled a 1. So this is what it's going to look like there. And then they're going to keep going. Let's see, the next person does 5. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now the challenge for them is to recreate this pattern. This is going to be a recurring pattern now. So if there are 3 kids, there's going to be 3 different colors, and then you're going to repeat the pattern. So I'm back to my purples now. 1, 2, 3. And after my 3 purples, I had 1 blue. So I'm going to put my 1 blue there. And then the next person had 5, and they were red. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And repeating the pattern again. I'm back up to my purples. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 blue. And what they're going to start to see is some beautiful patterns inside this hundreds chart. So then I had my 5 reds. So you're going to start to see some patterns emerge, all right? So that is another game where they all take turns rolling the dice, and then after they've all made their pattern on here, then you're going to try to do a recurring pattern, okay? So that is, those are the different activities that you're going to be doing with your paras. All right, have fun.